Welcome back to the channel. As you can tell by today's title, today is my official last day of classes. And I am having a bunch of mixed emotions because I'm so excited and ready to leave for clinical year, but at the same time, I'm really gonna miss all of my friends that I've made along the way here. And today we get to be in our lecture hall one last time for classes. We could technically study in there if we wanted to, but I don't think I personally will because it just reminds me a little too much of classes. It's been such a long, crazy journey to get here, and I feel like I just started yesterday, but at the same time it feels like a lifetime. But it's crazy to think that this will be the 7th year that I've been doing lecture-based learning. Like, the majority of my learning has been lecture-based up until this point. So that's why it's just kind of a big milestone, because I've been working at this for so long. And then I had my 2 gap years, so technically 9 years of lecture-based learning, because even when I was doing my gap years while I was working, I was also preparing myself for hopefully getting into vet school, which I ended up getting in on my 3rd try. And then the reason why I'm wearing my clinical year school today is because we plan on taking pictures after class with some of my friends and my new roommates. So it's gonna be an exciting time, but I cannot cry yet. I haven't even seen anyone yet today, and I already feel like I want to cry, and I cannot do that. Today, I only have 2 hours of lecture, which is phenomenal. Typically we have over 4 hours, but today they made it a little bit nicer. We have equine internal medicine first, and then small animal medicine too. When I do come back to my room, I will probably be looking at the Panopto recording for another lecture we were supposed to have today, just so I can get all of the information I need for my final exams, because I don't even want to think about it, but after this day, we start 3 weeks of finals before we have to get off the island. And I have to pack in between too, and sell all of my stuff. It's gonna be a very busy couple of weeks left, and I'm super excited. I've been making so many plans to say goodbye to lower termers and some of my subscribers, and also just trying to hang out with my friends as much as possible before we leave, because we won't see each other until graduation, and that's already gonna be such a big day. And yes, I am planning on making an entire video about my graduation year process, because it's going to be hectic since I have a lot of people who are wanting to come in from Europe. I am actually also announcing my externships tonight on Facebook and LinkedIn, which I will be sharing with you if you watch to the end of this video, so you can see where I go for clinical year externships. Because for Virginia, Maryland, for the public corporate track, it is 21 weeks worth of external rotations. It's crazy to think that I scheduled all of them before I even started at Virginia, Maryland, which is what I wanted, so I didn't have to struggle and find externships in the middle of clinical year, because I knew for research purposes, you have to give them at least 6 months to a year in advance to schedule these externships. We've officially made it to the end of the last day of class, and it definitely was a very emotional one. There's just been so much that's been going on the last couple of weeks that has just been really hard to deal with, especially during the last term when you have no time at all to deal with stuff that's going on at home or in friendships. I did make my Facebook post as well, announcing all of the externships I have received. So now it is no longer a secret. So I can officially announce the externships to you now. I am going to Rutgers University for 3 weeks in New Jersey. I am going to CDC for an additional 3 weeks in Atlanta, Georgia, which I'm so incredibly excited for. And then I get to go to Colorado State University to check out their laboratory animal medicine program. And then I get to go to the Mayo Clinic in Minnesota for 2 weeks to check out their residency program and hopefully work with zebrafish while I am there, because I really enjoy working with that species. And then I did get accepted to the Emory National Primate Research Center, also, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. So I will get to do that for 3 weeks. And I personally have never worked with monkeys before, so I'm very interested to see if this is something I would be interested in. Then I get to do a week out in Texas doing animal imaging, so everything to MRI, CT, nuclear scintigraphy, rhinoscopy, endoscopy. I will be doing that for a week because I feel like my skills are definitely lacking in imaging, and I know eventually with laboratory animal medicine I will be needing some of those skills. And then I decided to really challenge myself, and I am going to Las Vegas for 3 weeks, which I have never been, so I'm super excited to go. And I will be going to the NAVE veterinary group, where I will be working on oncology and internal medicine. And then last but not least, I also got into Johns Hopkins University for their laboratory animal medicine program, and I am super excited to be going because they only accept a small number of externs per year that get to follow around their residents. So I can check out their program and see if it's the place where I want to be, which I'm incredibly happy that I got all of these acceptances. I did spend the day with a lot of my friends, and we had a great time. We went out to lunch together, and then we hung out together for a long time. We did end up studying for a couple of hours. That is going to be it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you all next time.